In 2007, Iraq witnessed a massacre, the Nisour Square Massacre. One of the most infamous massacres in modern history. 17 people were gunned down in Iraq, exposing the dark world of private military contractors. At the heart of it was one company, a company called Blackwater, led by a man named Erik Prince. The company has since been disbanded and rebranded. But fast forward to today, and Erik Prince is back. This time, though, his battleground is not Iraq, it is Ecuador. The South American nation is grappling with a violent crime wave, and its government is now turning to this man for solutions, a man with a history of war. Is this a bold move to restore order? Or is Ecuador inviting the ghosts of Blackwater into its streets? Our next report tells you.
In 2007, Iraq was a country scarred by war. Sifting through the rubble, trying to rebuild. There was absolute chaos, and on one such day, a group of trucks were heading to a bomb explosion site. The men from the trucks got off. They stopped all the cars, but one did not stop. And that triggered a massacre. The men fired at the car. They fired at civilians who were present there. It was the Nisour Square Massacre, where 17 people were killed. Killing them were men from a private military company called Blackwater. This company was founded in 1997 by a former Navy SEAL, a man called Erik Prince, the same man that Ecuador is now collaborating with. Ecuadorian President Daniel Noboa has announced a strategic alliance with Erik Prince and what was previously Blackwater. This is to fight crime in the country. Ecuador was once one of South America's safest countries, but its location has turned it into a hotbed of drug crimes. Many call it a drug highway, the connecting point between Peru and Colombia, two of the world's top cocaine producers. Noboa has marketed himself as an anti-crime crusader. So this is an important battle for him, especially ahead of election runoffs in April. There are no more details on the partnership, but it has raised many eyebrows, especially because of Blackwater's controversial past. Blackwater's headquarters were in North Carolina. The groundwater around this headquarters was quite dark, which gave them the name Blackwater. The company took part in a few conflicts, but the Iraq War is where Blackwater made its mark. In August 2003, Blackwater received its first Iraq contract. It was worth $21 million. Soon, Blackwater was training 40,000 people annually. They are mostly in Iraq, but also spread across the globe. By 2007, they were doing all of America's dirty work on a contract that was worth $1 billion. They guarded facilities, protecting high-value individuals, training the military, and carrying out critical operations. They were also involved in multiple war crimes. There were rapes, murders, incidents of torture, and they were all brushed under the rug. But the Nisour Square Massacre led the global outrage. America could no longer ignore it. Soon, Blackwater was officially disbanded and rebranded. In 2009, it became XE Services. In 2011, it became Academy. And it later became part of Constellus Holdings in 2014. However, Erik Prince remained active. But the question is, did Blackwater really ever die? Its name may have changed, but the shadow of its past never faded. Private military contractors like Blackwater never disappear, they just adapt. They change names, move operations, find new governments to work with, and new wars to profit from. Today, Erik Prince, the man behind Blackwater, is back in business. His new client is Ecuador. His new mission is a war on crime. But here's the question. Can a company built on violence ever be the solution to it? Or is this just Blackwater under a different name, preparing for its next war.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat Kelogon, Komeri Namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically, in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model, and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.